Hello and welcome to the first episode, and possibly the last if it's not any good, of a new show I've just invented called Don't Hate the Player, Hate the Recipe, where I find a recipe, make it to the letter as it is written in the recipe, and therefore if it's bad, it's not my fault, it's the recipe's fault. I'm then going to rate it out of 10, and that rating will be on a number of different factors, one of which will be like faff. Was it faff to go get the ingredients, and was it weird stuff? Was it faff to make? Obviously taste, like did it taste nice? Did I want to go back for seconds? Was I annoyed that I'd have to eat it for leftovers for the next week? And then the third element of how I rate it is like, yeah, did I like use an ingredient I didn't learn before? Is there a new technique I learned? Today, I'm gonna make a coconut ramen dumpling thing. It's been going around the internet. It's supposed to look like this when it's made. I'll put a link to it down in the description as well. I found it on Facebook. Why was I on Facebook? Don't you worry about it. Let's move on. These are the ingredients you need. I'm not buying fresh ginger and grating that. We're using this stuff. It said to use vegetable dumplings. I'm using beef ones because I wanted to. Is rice vinegar the same as rice wine vinegar? Let's find out. It said to buy some ramen noodles. You can't just buy plain ramen noodles in Sainsbury's, to my knowledge, so I just bought a ton of those. Chili crisp. Is that the same as chili crunch? That's what I got. That's what we're working with. Also, I just noticed that the recipe has some fresh parsley or something to garnish. Didn't see that till just now. Don't put an ingredients list of all the ingredients and then put to garnish and then put more ingredients. No, not okay. Trim and finely slice the spring onions, keeping the white and green parts separate. I'm not doing that. Oh, okay. Now the recipe says the spring onion whites are supposed to go in first. So I hate this. I'm gonna, I guess, try and like fish them out of there. Yeah, all right, let's do that then. What an absolute waste of human life and energy that was to separate those out. That better be important later on. Is crushed garlic the same as grated garlic? Oh, gee, my hand click. Well, I can't do this with one hand. We're doing crushed garlic, that's what we're doing. In goes the chili crunch, which is definitely the same as chili crisp. Look, I'm even using a proper tablespoon measure because we do things to the letter here, except all the things that we didn't. How much is 2 centimeters of grated ginger in spoons? Maybe like that, or more. Now you've got to put in the miso paste. How much miso paste was it? Right, I've got to go up here. It was somewhere up here. 2 tablespoons of miso paste. Just put that down there. Maple syrup's gone in as well. It said 2 tablespoons, put in another squeeze, because like, you know, who doesn't want more maple syrup? Rice wine vinegar. Had to mix the peanut butter, so you get to lick the knife as a little treat to yourself for doing that. You deserve it. Is the tahini knife as nice to eat off as well? No, that's not as nice. Right, that's the tahini and peanut butter in. That's some veg stock I should have mixed. That's the soy sauce in. How do you know soy sauce is soy sauce and not just a Spanish person trying to tell you that they're sauce? It says whisk everything together to combine. I'm gonna use a fork. I'm not dirtying a whisk for this. That is a healthy amount of peanut butter and tahini in there, isn't it? Well, that looks This is the point where we pour in the coconut milk, and then we've got some veg stock. It says just boiled veg stock, which is not true because I boiled it, then was chatting to you, and then trying to faff around with eating peanut butter and forgot. So it's probably got cold now, but you know, we live with the consequences. We're trying not to pour that all down the table. Oh, that is a hefty amount of juice. Liquid. Right, I think we have a problem here because the recipe said to get 4 times 100 packs of ramen noodles. I couldn't find that. I'm not about to buy a load of ramen and throw away the flavor packets or whatever. So I bought these and then it says they need to be fully submerged, but there's not much I can do about that at this point. It also said 4 portions frozen plant-based dumplings. What's a portion? What a stupid measurement, given that that's supposed to be underwater. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, that's that on top. I'm now thinking maybe the reason it said veg dumplings is so that if they don't cook properly, I won't die or get food poisoning, because I've got beef ones that are frozen. But okay, all right, let's just see. That plus that is all the washing up apart from the other dish that I need to do. I don't think it's looking like it's supposed to. Oh dear, looks like the noodles are just burning instead of cooking. So I might just take it out and give it a bit of a prod and put it back in. I mean, I started cooking this at 8 8:15 and it's now like 9:20. I'm very hungry. Most of the faff has been me deciding to try and film all of this, which is maybe why there might be an episode 2 of this series. I also might poison myself. That might also put a little blocker on any more videos. Right, that is what it's looking like. The noodles are cooked. I think the gyoza are cooked. I'm gonna just mix it all up now with the spring onions because who cares about presentation at this point? And there you go. If you wanted a shitload of noodles with some sauce and gyoza inside, that is what that is there. Now time for the taste test. Got myself a bit of gyoza hidden in there and a bit of noodle stuff as well. So let's try this out. To be fair, that is bloody tasty. Woo! That is, I mean, it looks plain as hell, and it looks like it's got nothing going on, but the sauce, pretty much the amount of peanut butter, I think, and tahini in there. Yeah, that is pretty tasty. So, rating. Now, I can't work out if it was real faff or just trying to film while cooking and talk about it is the faff. It's not a good recipe to follow. I would change some stuff and, you know, maybe do it right. But if you were to follow it to the letter, maybe it'd be good. The main problem is, where do you get 4 packs of plain ramen? Don't know. This is getting a solid 7 out of 10. Yay! It's tasty. I'm enjoying it. I might make it again without filming. The amount that I have is going to be meaning I'm eating this for the next week or so. I don't feel too bad about that, I think. Here we go. 7 out of 10. Thanks for joining me on my journey of don't hate the player, hate the recipe. I do kind of hate this recipe, but I like the food that came out of it, so what are you going to do? If you liked this and you want to see more of this, let me know, I guess. If anyone's going to watch this. I don't know if this is going to get enough people to watch it to this point to leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll just make another one, probably. Okay, thanks, bye! Join me in about a month's time when I've finished eating this.